Wiaan, on the eve of the final, your first for Leicestershire. How are you feeling?
Yeah, pretty excited. I've had a week off where the guys have been playing. So yeah, it's sunk in nicely, and I think I'll be alright tomorrow.
Obviously, it's the first final for the club in 12 years. Having had such a long wait for a day like tomorrow, how much of an incentive does that add for you and the boys?
Yeah, I don't always think that's good, to be honest, because I think we had a lot of momentum in the One Day Cup, but you kind of had like 2 weeks break now. But we've played good cricket, even in the 4-day stuff. We played good cricket, so yeah, I think the guys will be raring to go, and yeah, excited for tomorrow.
Speaking on the group, obviously a training session for all the lads today. How are the boys feeling? And obviously you missed that game, but how are you feeling yourself as well?
Yeah, good. We had a good training session today. I think the week off didn't do me any harm. I think my body's a little bit better than what it was in the last week. Yeah, I was quite sore, and I think the COVID wasn't helping. So yeah, I think the boys are super ready to go tomorrow. Their intensity and the energy was really high today. So yeah, I think overall the guys there'll be natural nerves, but I think the guys are excited.
Talking about your form with the bat in this competition, just read through some of the stats. 74.8 as an average, 374 runs in total, and 5 50s. You've had to make big runs in different scenarios. Obviously Kent was quite a flat track and you went big there. Gloucestershire game, you really had to bide your time and stick around. How satisfying has it for you to be able to perform in different scenarios?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what you pride yourself on as a cricketer, is the way you adapt and the way you play in different situations of the game when the team requires you to put your hand up. So yeah, I haven't really looked at the stats, so yeah, nice to hear the stats, but I think overall it's more putting my hand up at crucial times that I've been really happy with. It's been really nice to bat with Pete Hanscom, and most of those innings you'd probably find that I batted with him for quite a bit, or at least some of my innings. He is a massive calming factor, and I think we're going to miss him tomorrow, but I think overall, yeah, hopefully I can step up and contribute a little bit what he did.
You mentioned Pete there, but it really has been a team effort with the bat, the way that Rishi and Sol have set platforms, Akkers and Pete in the middle, big runs. How impressed have you been with the whole unit?
Yeah, I think like we said, we spoke after the last game, last one-day game, and it's really good to see that everybody is putting their hand up in all formats really. But to see somebody like Rishi going so big in so many innings this year is incredible, and I think a winning team often is not just one guy that takes them right through and wins in the comp. It's the whole team that has to put up their hand at some stage. So I think in this comp that's been us, and hopefully tomorrow the best team wins. I hope it's a good pitch that we play on, and yeah, may the best team win.
And talking of the team with the ball as well, you formed a really good partnership with Chris Wright up top. We've had the likes of Tom Scriven and Josh Hall do so well to back that up. How impressive has it been on the flip side with the ball?
Yeah, it's been good. Someone like Ali and Scriv, they just keep taking key wickets at key moments. And Chris and I, our jobs are quite simple up front, and that's kind of been our recipe. I think Hampshire's recipe has been very similar, where they have guys up top who try and bowl their best ball and move the ball around. So yeah, it's been a really, like I said earlier, it's been a great team effort with bat and ball. But overall, yeah, the bowling has kind of worked itself out this year, and it's been different for me personally. I've had a completely different role this year than what I had last year, which has been quite satisfying for me too, is to try and get a different opportunity and take some responsibility up front. So yeah, I've been happy with how it's gone all round.
You obviously beat Hampshire in the group stage. How many lessons and how much confidence can we take from that game into tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we can take a lot into tomorrow. We kind of know what they're gonna bring. Their guys are a lot of senior pros, guys who do it every week. So I think if you do a little bit of analysis, you kind of have a good idea of what they're going to bring, as they're quite consistent. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. I think we can learn a lot from the way they went about their game in Hampshire. It was a bit of a tricky up and down pitch. We managed to win on that pitch, but it's going to be different with someone like Dawson in. So yeah, I think we can take quite a bit from it, but this week it's going to play differently, so we're going to have to adapt again.
And just finally, obviously a neutral venue tomorrow, but a lot of Leicestershire fans expected to turn out. I'm sure kitted out in their bucket hats as well. How much will that support spur the team on?
Yeah, a lot. I think the fans have been incredible. That's been a lot of our motivation and our driving force throughout the season has been how can we kind of give back to the people who support us every week. So it's going to be incredible to have them here in the bucket hats, the green shirts, the red shirts, whatever kind of kit they have. But it's more important is to have them here, and hopefully we can put on a good show and make them proud, because in the end that's why we all play, and that's how we play. They keep funding us, so yeah, it'd be lovely to put a good show on them for them tomorrow.